Hey guys, thanks for being here today. If you watch my channel, then you know I don't normally make videos on current events, but with everything going on right now, I have been glued to the TV, probably like most of you, and with this stimulus package that has passed, I thought it was important to jump on here, make a quick video, and talk to you about some financially sound ways that you can spend your stimulus check if you're qualifying for one. So let's back up quickly for a second. This video is not really about this $2 trillion stimulus package that has just been passed. I will actually link an article down below where you can find all the details if you haven't already heard them. I don't really want to sit here and break everything down because I feel like there's already so many resources out there if you're looking to find exactly what was in this bill. The first thing I want to explain is personally whether or not we will be getting any money with this stimulus deal. And yes, we are. You guys know I share my budget videos every single month. I'm not going to give you an exact income amount, but we will be getting the full amount because my husband and I do both earn under $75,000 a year. So we will each be getting $1,200. 12 for my husband, 12 for myself. So we will also be getting $500 for each child. So that would be a total of $3,200 coming to us from the stimulus package. And I do believe that we will be in that first wave of people to receive their money because we have already filed our 2019 tax return. We file direct deposit, so we receive our tax returns automatically put into our bank accounts. We don't have any kind of banking changes we need to make. We don't have any kind of address changes we need to make. So basically, they already have the information. As soon as the checks start going out, it will probably be direct deposited right to our account. Now, if you don't have direct deposit set up, you're going to get a paper check in the mail to the best of my knowledge. And of course, that's going to take a little bit longer. I do think we'll see our money pretty early on after they start sending the payments. And I wanted to just quickly share with you what our plans were for this money. Now, of course, this is partly to help people that are in need, people that are in crisis, but it is also partly to help stimulate the economy, which, as we all know, has taken a bit of a nosedive lately. If you're new here, my husband and I are completely debt-free except for our mortgage, and we have been working for over a year now to try and save 3 to 6 months of expenses in an emergency fund, with our initial goal being $15,000. Once we reach that goal, we were then going to start working on other financial goals as well, while continuing to dump more money into that emergency fund when possible until we hit $20,000, and then we were going to consider it complete. But this whole crisis has kind of changed our mind a little bit. I feel like $20,000 just maybe isn't enough. Thankfully, right now we're okay financially. None of us can predict the future. None of us know what's coming up in the next couple weeks, the next month, the next 2 months. So I'm feeling moderately secure with the $12,000 we currently have in our emergency savings, but I want to feel really secure. And I want you to feel really secure as well. I do believe that we are going to be adjusting those savings goals when it comes to our emergency fund. My husband's job is considered essential, so I don't think we will experience a loss of income for him. I've definitely had a loss of income as far as my business goes, but I'm really grateful that I'm able to be home while my kids are off of school and at least continue working from home. And I'm even more grateful that over the past couple of years, we've learned how to live on one income. We don't have a lot of extra money, things are tight, but it's doable. So our plan is to take the entire amount of money that we will be getting and putting it in our emergency fund. That will put us right under $15,000. So we will take a tiny bit extra from our checking account and make it an even $15,000. Then I guess we will consider our emergency fund phase 1 complete. I struggle with this a little bit because I do want to use this money to help stimulate the economy, But I also know at the end of the day, I have to do what's best for my family and makes us feel the most financially secure. And I know that that would be putting this money in the bank right now. I think we've all learned throughout the past month or so how incredibly important having emergency savings is. It's going to help you get through really tough times like this, where maybe you've experienced a loss of income, or even worse yet, the loss of a job altogether. I just did this video a couple days ago showing you how you can adjust your budget in times of financial crisis. Check that one out when you're finished watching this video. And if you are struggling financially, I hope that will help you learn how you can create a bare bones budget and be able to live on less during this difficult time. Moving on, I wanted to discuss a couple steps that you can take with this money, if you have stimulus money coming to you as well, to really get yourself in a better financial position to weather the rest of this storm, however long that may be. So the first thing I think you should do with this money would be to come current on your bills. So if you have experienced loss of wages during this time and you're in arrears with some of your bills or your accounts, take this money and pay your bills and come current. If the money is not enough to pay all of the bills that you are late on, I want you to focus on 4 areas. I want you to focus on food, shelter, utilities, and transportation. So if you're late on your rent or your mortgage payment, if you're late on property taxes, if you don't have any food in the house, if you are charging groceries on a credit card because you don't have any money to pay for groceries, if you can't make your car payment, if you can't pay your electric bill, I really want you to focus on those 4 areas first. And anything above and beyond that you have left, go ahead and make any minimum debt payments that you owe or pay up any other bills that you weren't able to pay. If you're already current on all of your bills and that's not an issue for you, the next step would be to save this money. If you do not have a ton of emergency savings, that money is going to best serve you sitting in a bank account waiting to work for you if you need it. Now, depending on how you handle your finances, maybe you've already saved up enough money in emergency savings, but maybe you're still in debt. If you do have debt, that would be a great use for this money. Take as much as you can and make a big payment right on your debt. If you're not in debt, then go ahead and put this money towards whatever financial goals you're working towards at the time. Are you saving for your children's college? Are you paying your mortgage off early? Whatever your financial goals are, you could use this money to help further your progress towards achieving those goals. Then a good way to spend this check would be to contribute to any sinking funds that perhaps you're working on. Maybe you're saving for Christmas. Maybe you're saving for a new to you vehicle, or maybe you're saving up for some bills that you only pay on a yearly basis. Go ahead and take that money and top off all of those sinking funds. Another option to spend your stimulus check would be to go out and stimulate the economy. Go out and spend money. Now, I wouldn't suggest spending it frivolously. I would suggest really looking at what you could spend the money on that would serve you best. Maybe that will help you reach your goal of getting a new to you car and you can go ahead and purchase that car sooner than you thought. Or maybe your washer and dryer have been on the fritz and you've been holding off because you didn't want to spend the money. Sit down with your partner or your spouse and really discuss the best use for spending this money. Maybe you just want to use that money to share the love between some small businesses in your hometown. The next option to use your stimulus check would be for investing. I know you hear everybody talking about what a great time this is to buy into the market, to invest your money because you want to buy low and sell high, and it's pretty low right now. You know, I don't go into too much details about investing here on this channel. I am far from an investing expert, but if you truly have nothing else you need to use this money for and you don't want to go spend it, investing it may be a great option. If it were me, my first place to put the money would be in my Roth IRA. Maybe you don't have a Roth IRA, maybe this is a good time to look into opening one. Or if you have a financial advisor, you can go ahead and give them a call and see what they suggest. But it would definitely be a good time to invest your money if it's extra and you have nothing else that it's needed for. And my last suggestion for spending this money would be to donate it. There are so many people and organizations that are in need right now. I'm sure you would have to look no further than your local church or other organizations in your area that could benefit greatly from being blessed by somebody like yourself and wants to use it to bless others and try and help them through this trying time. So those are all of my suggestions on ways you can spend your stimulus check to really help strengthen your current financial position. I would love to hear from you in the comments. I would love to hear if you are anticipating receiving a check and if you already have any plans on how you're going to use that money. Thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate you. I'm thinking of you. I know we are all going to get through this, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.